Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. We're going to call this meeting of Dunn County's Judiciary and Law Committee to order. And call of the roll. I see all the supervisors are here. And so we will move on to any public comments. Anything submitted or nobody's here? Okay. Then on to the staff reports. Oh, I forgot to approve the minutes. And it's such a full agenda. I want to get rolling. Approval of the minutes. Thank you, Supervisor Bauer.
Yeah.
Seconded by Supervisor Vandermeulen. Any discussion on the minutes? Hearing none, all those in favor of approval, say aye. Any opposed? The minutes are approved. Now the staff reports. You all should have received them in your packet, and we'll start with the Sheriff's Department. Sheriff, anything to add to your report?
Nope, I've got nothing more to add at this point.
All right, thank you. Anybody got any questions for the Sheriff? Supervisor Bauer?
I was just questioning why it's so hard to get a Ford truck.
That's
I mean, can't you go to Chevy or something else if you can't get one?
we might have to try, but I don't think they're any easier to get their hands on right now. Yeah, trucks in general are bad. It's it's kind of a struggle. I mean, we kind of plan on when we're going to replace cars. Well, they don't come in 7-8 months, until after what we kind of planned on replacing them. So, it's kind of a struggle. We have other agencies are actually getting, they'll put orders in January when their budget's approved and find out 6 months later that their order got canceled. So we're in better shape than some. Right. Yeah, right.
Thank you, Sheriff. Next, on to the courts.
I don't have anything else to add unless there's questions.
Questions for Katie? Nope. All right. On to the CJCC. Anything to add to your report, Sarah?
I would just like to highlight, perhaps you've seen in the local news, they were profiling Project Hope and behavioral health officer. That's where the partnership with our sheriff's office and Menominee PD kind of going out there to do deflection. So they were in the Dunn County News, WEAU, WQOW. And then there was a story last Friday on the jail program director starting up CPR in the jail. So one of the first in the state to actually train inmates on CPR. So it's all part of our efforts under the comprehensive opioid stimulant and substance abuse federal funds. So that's all I have to add.
Nice, thank you. Any questions for Sarah?
Is that last one what the COSAP stands for?
Yes.
Yeah, it's good to ask those questions. I went a year or two with several questions that I just never asked. And then eventually I found out why not just ask. So thank you. Next up is the district attorney. Andrea, anything to highlight or add?
No.
Okay. Anybody have any questions? All right. Next up is child support. Everybody saw Josie's report. Anything to add? Or any questions?
I have nothing to add.
All right. Thank you.
On the performance, you're in your little graph there with, we're below the state, but yet we're higher than the national or the state, I guess.
So thank you. The pictograph is Dunn County's performance. And then below that, I, instead of giving you two graphs to look at, I just gave you the numbers off of what the state averages. So we are performing better than the state in all measures.
All right. Moving on to emergency management and 911.
I don't have anything to add.
Any questions for Melissa? Was this where I saw the pillowcase event?
Mhm.
Can you explain that a little bit, please?
Sure. It is a course offered through the Red Cross, and it's designed for children to learn about preparedness and to learn, some of the things they need to be prepared for different disasters and things like that. So we were kind of excuse me, we kind of decided that we should try and host one. I think I reported on it last December. We were going to host it in Menominee at the library here in Menominee, and 30 minutes before the class, the instructor canceled. And so public health kind of had to help me come up with our own class. Well, this one went off without a hitch. Red Cross was able to come and perform their duties, and it went really well. I think we had over 30 children. And in the end, they get a pillowcase that they decorate with things, that can cause disasters or things they need to be prepared for disasters. So it's a short 45-minute course for children. I think we try to focus between third and fifth grade. So yeah, we offered that in Boyceville. It went over very well. Thinking about, offering it in other communities too.
Nice.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Nope. They're using that pillowcase then to put their preparedness items in. So if they need to evacuate or things like that, they have their little pillowcase to put their things in. And I'm not sure, I'm not sure where Red Cross come up with that, but that's the.
Why she has nightmares about tornadoes.
I know, I know. Oh dear, I hope we didn't traumatize anybody.
That seems to be the trick with something like that, how to prepare children for bad things happening without making them overly concerned that bad things will happen.
Right. It is. I think they did a good job. And like I said, I think that they enjoyed it. It was, the Boyceville Library has, activities all the time. And so we kind of, wedged ourselves in between that and touch the truck. So I think the kids were really excited to go out and, fire trucks and police cars and things like that. So, like you said, I think it went well. And it kind of all fit together with their touch the truck theme. So hopefully we kept it lighthearted enough.
Nice. Thank you.
Mhm.
And Marcy is not here for the medical examiner's report. I'm sure she would.
I'm actually here on video. Good evening. I do not have anything to add.
All right. Anybody have any questions? Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Okay. We can skip down to item number 9 on the agenda, announcements. The county picnic, reminder, is on August 10th. And let's see, volunteers by county board members to assist in getting food. Josie.
So Katie and I both sit on the picnic planning committee. So I said I'd put a plug out here and prepare all of you supervisors that at the board meeting on Wednesday, there will be a sign up. We are soliciting supervisors' participation and attendance at our picnic to at the welcome table or to grill the hot dogs and brats or whatever. We have lots of games and things, yard games and stuff that we're gonna bring. And I think it'll be a nice time. It's gonna be right outside this building there's like a covered pavilion type area. That's where it's gonna be. So yeah, it's Thursday, August 10th from 2 to 6. So.
And what time would the grillers have to show up if they'd have to show up early one day? I mean, be like,
You know what? That's a really good question. Actually, I think the food is, it starts at 2, but food isn't until a little bit later. So I think you can start grilling when you get there.
Right.
And I don't know, Katie, do you know anything different than me? Maybe
I
not.
think you're correct.
Chris, do you know anything different? No, okay. But I'm sure it'll get discussed Wednesday. I just wanted to put that on your radars.
Appreciate the warning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, and I believe even weather permitting, even if it were inclement weather that day, the plan would be to proceed. The grilling would still take place under that covered area because there's outlets and things in the covered area, but then the party would be moved down here into this area somewhere, I think.
Nice. Yes,
I would just remind the committee that next month, you guys have been sliding through on these short meetings. The next month you'll have budget review for all of your departments. So it will likely be a longer meeting just to be prepared for that will be your opportunity to take a look at each of the departments' budgets and do approvals on them.
thank you. Yes, that would have been on the agenda as a discussion item if I checked my emails more frequently. But I did hear of that, and if we could just briefly go around now, and if anybody has like an estimate of how long it would take, so we could be prepared for each department. I know Katie said already 5 or 10 minutes, same for Josie. Something like that.
Yeah, ours might be a little more in depth.
Mhm. Yeah, for sure.
So probably 15-20 minutes.
Okay, and all the supervisors would have the materials in the packet for those to go over and ask any questions so we can be prepared when we get here. But thank you for the reminder. Anybody else have any announcements?
Just a question for you, I guess.
Sure.
I don't know. There for a while you put the corporate council on and viewing these or videotaping these
Yes.
committees. Have you got anything back from him or heard anything more? It wasn't on the agenda this time either, so I didn't know
have
if
not.
we dropped that now or are we gonna go?
We should
pursue
not
that?
drop it. I should follow up again. I have not heard anything more.
I
Anything?
made a note of it myself. So.
Okay. Thank you, Supervisor Bauer. All right, well, the next meeting will be August 28th at 4:30, a little bit longer meeting, and we are adjourned. Thanks, everyone.